Hey, I realized that I never did an introduction at all to my channel. Not that I really have to, it's in the name. Cheap, healthy meals on low income. Let's see. I'm a solo single mom of two. My oldest, he's grown. He's a young man now. He's out of the house and living with friends and working full time. He's going the trades route, and he's doing really well. He received a promotion faster than anyone else at the company a while back. Anyway, my daughter, my youngest, is still in high school. She's doing very well. She seems to be college bound, and I think both are great. There are so many ways to contribute to society and enjoy what you do. I am at the moment, well, I'm on early retirement due to actually 3 different health conditions, which I won't go into right now. That's kind of a whole nother talk show. You can probably see on my face some redness. It's from my lupus. I have the kind that affects the skin. But I'm allowed to work. I'm okay. I work part-time. I'm in the middle of changing jobs because we have a move coming up. Anyway, very briefly, in what seems like a previous lifetime, for a little over 2 decades, I worked in the field of molecular biology. My degree is in biochemistry, a bachelor's of science in biochemistry, but the work I did was actually molecular biology, a lot of nucleic acid work, protein purification, cloning of genes, that kind of thing. And then, sorry about the washing machine. This is going to just really be live, okay? Then for about 10 years, I worked part-time in a totally different field, more customer service, marketing, and even delivery of product. And I did that part-time because it paid extremely well, and it worked as being a single mom and both of the kids' school schedules at that time. So that's a little bit about me. It's called Tired Mom in a Bathrobe, my channel, because I'm a tired mom. And I tried to start a new trend with bathrobes, but it didn't catch on, so maybe it's just me. But I am low income. The government says I'm middle class. I beg to differ, but that's okay. I'm not here to complain about all of that. The point of the channel is that you don't have to give up healthy food because you don't make much money. It does take work, whether you have money or not. It does take work to do the cooking. I get tired of it, I do. But we are nearly 100% organic and GMO free. We're about 80%. We're not perfect at all. But I'm able to feed us and have incredibly healthy food, and one of the tricks is to cook ahead of time. And I've been asked, people see how much time or hear about how much time I spend cooking and ask me, isn't it just easier to cook each night? And the answer is yes and no. What I do is a combination of I cook ahead so that whatever we're having for dinner is easy to heat up and I have a healthy choice that's easy to grab. I portion it and freeze it. But I'm always cooking ahead, and I'm always planning ahead. I'm always rotating in the freezer. I always know what I'm lowest on in the freezer. I also combine some what I call prepared items, prepared food items. You might hear processed foods or prepackaged or ready to go. It typically means a bag you open and dump in a pan. It's always best to cook your own, but we resort to those too. You know, you don't have to be perfect. But you can make those more nutritious by adding your own vegetables. You'll not only make it more nutritious, but you'll increase the serving sizes and dilute the salt. Those prepackaged foods tend to have a lot of salt and fat sometimes. So I have a lot of dishes where I do that. I will be pushing leafy greens a lot. Sorry. Everybody hates leafy greens. Most people hate kale, collards, mustard greens, turnip greens, Brussels sprouts. They are so good for you. As soon as I get started full steam on this, right now I'm just practicing, by the way, but I will start including nutritional information with each of my dishes, and I have already just recently started pricing things by serving. And so far, I actually was surprised myself. Dishes are coming out to $1 to $3 per serving. And that's what I'm looking for. That's what I'm looking for. And we're talking all organic, all GMO-free soups and casseroles, a quiche that I like to freeze. But this is going over 6 minutes. But, I mean, that's it. I have a lot of money-saving tips. I have one video up on how to, it's things like diluting the store brand dishwashing detergent into the foam pump dispenser instead of buying a new one each time. Those things are expensive. Buy the other, whatever brand you want, and dilute it and mix it up, and it works just fine. I have a video on my channel on that. I think I've had that same pump dispenser for about 4 years. I'm not kidding. Eventually the little spring inside will go. And there's other things though, like you can cut dryer sheets in half, and I don't know. I'll get to that later. But my name is Steph. I'm a very tired mom in a bathrobe, but I do know how to get by on low income. I tell you what, I really do. And I will come up with some new recipes for the next time I take a video, because I have a few repeats on there right now. But again, I'm just practicing. So, thanks. Bye. Oh, I can't find the button.